surfboard to review, man. And that surfboard is the Lost Puddle Jumper. This guy right here. So, if you're at all into surfing, you have heard of this guy. What's great about Lost and Matt Biolos is that he's one of the few big-time shapers now that is spending a lot of time shaping boards for guys like me. You know, man, I'm not 15 years old. I don't weigh 85 pounds. I've been surfing and I know how to surf, but I need volume. This is not a groveler. It looks like a groveler. I know it looks almost, if you were to look at it, you can't tell the difference between this and the Lost bottom feeder. It's got almost identical looking features. But this thing does not surf like a groveler. I mean, as soon as I took off, it started acting like a high-performance shortboard. In fact, I would have no problem taking this out on shoulder-to-head high days. No problem. In fact, it'll probably do really well. I wouldn't take this out on ankle-slapping days. It's just too much of a high-performance board. So, let's talk about why this board is so cool. Dimensions on this are 6'2", 22.5 by 288, 46.37 cubic liters. Now, I'm going to tell you with this board, don't be afraid to go big on the volume. When I saw how much volume this had, I went, oh, that's pushing it. You know, 46 and what was it? 46.37, almost 46.5 liters. I thought, you know, that's getting a little too much. But I did not feel that at all. When I was out, in fact, it felt like it was around 45 liters. It absolutely did not feel like a lot when I was surfing it. It surfed, like I said, I felt like I was on a high-performance shortboard. Did not feel like I was on something that was supposed to be big and floaty. So again, don't be afraid to go on the high end of the liters with this, because that's what this is for. You know, this thing, man, is here to catch waves, to help you paddle, help you have a good time in smaller surf that your high-performance shortboard wouldn't be able to function in very well. So this is not a groveler. I would call this, it surfs like a hybrid shortboard. So let's find out why. As I said, this is almost exactly like the bottom feeder, but it surfs very differently than that, and we're going to take a look at why. So if you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't, there is some concave in this board. So what they did is they did something that you're not supposed to do with small wave boards. Small wave boards, you're supposed to have flat bottom with V, which by the way works really well. So, but apparently he just decided, you know, maybe he smoked a little too much weed that day, man. But Matt Biolos decided to change that up a little bit, and he did the opposite. So he put concave in it, single concave running through it. It looks like there's double concave in here, I can see, and some V coming out the tail. And looks like he put some more rocker into the nose. That's the deal. So let me tell you about my experience of surfing. When I took this board out, it was, you know, it was a fairly small day, but it was actually kind of walled, and it was the tide was kind of low, so it was pitching, and you know, there were some barrels, man, and you know, so it gave me a real good opportunity the first time I took it out to test its limitations, because those are the worst conditions to try and surf in. When it's small and barreling and pitching and walled and closed out, it's like, oh man, every board hates that condition. This board did things that really surprised me. First off, I expected it to turn like a groveler, but man, it did not do that. It just, when I turned, it not only was loose, and it not only was responsive when I went to go turn it, but it was also, it felt really refined, like it was a refined high-performance short. It was like slicing through butter. It was just, it was a blast to turn, man. I could put in some nice carves in it. I could get it on rail. I could, you know, I did not feel like I was on a groveler. I already said that, man. I didn't feel like that at all. I felt very confident that I could take off on a wave with some meat on it and, you know, do some serious damage to the face of that wave, man. So, all right, so we got some cool stuff coming up. So, hey, man, subscribe and like. And, you know, that's it for the shredding hippie this time.